That's it. I'm getting somebody to find Alex his own fucking TV show. And we're gonna call it Saved from Gold Diggers. Okay, it's a working title. So last night, after my softball game, I took my family out to eat. We get to our table, we order, we start talking, we get our food, everything's going fine. And there was a couple in a booth right next to us. While we're eating, the guy stands up and he walks past our booth and he accidentally bumps it and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And we were like, oh, it's all good, no worries. And he goes to the bathroom and does his thing. While the guy is gone, the lady in the booth is on her cell phone, kind of talking pretty loud. So we can hear her entire conversation. On the phone, she says, oh, girl, as soon as he pulled up in that car, I knew I wasn't going to see him ever again. But hey, at least I get a free meal tonight. My wife and I just sat there like, wow, what a bitch. And she just goes on and on, dogging this guy that she's on this date with. Talking about how if he can't afford a nice car, he can't afford her. Making little jokes saying, well, I'm making him pay for my time with this meal. Dun, 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 dumb cunt. When the guy starts walking back, she says, girl, I gotta go. He's on his way back. And hangs up the phone. He sits down, they start talking. She's like, laughing at his jokes, talking just some bullshit, pretending that she likes him. Again, wife and I were like, no, fuck it. Not our business. Don't care. Alex cares. Alex stands up and says, nah, fuck this. And he walks over to their table and tells the guy, hey, just so you know, she has no interest in seeing you again and that she wants you to pay for her meal because it's her time that you are using and wasting. All because you don't drive a nice car, so she doesn't think you can afford her. The guy just looks back at the girl and just like stares at her. The lady looks up at Alex and says, why don't you mind your own fucking business, kid? I'm in the booth like, oh, lady, that is the wrong kid. Alex looks back at her and says, why don't you get a job and pay for your own fucking meals and stop relying on men to pay for your meals because you think you're all that when in reality, you're a soft 4. The lady stands up and says, whose fucking kid is this? I get up out of my chair and I'm like, he's mine. How about you try not being so proud of his behavior? Lady, I am so proud of my son right now. Alex then goes in front of this lady's eyesight and says, oh, no, lady, you're talking with me. I tell Alex, as you were, and I sit back down. The lady looks at Alex and says, I ought to discipline you because clearly your parents aren't doing it. Alex then says, sure, and then bends at the waist and says, spank me, mommy. What the fuck? And this chick's date is dying laughing at his booth. The lady says, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, pointing to all of us and storms out. The guy says, hey, thanks, man. Alex, it's what I do.